Hey guys, I heard that some of you are looking to solo your first Fatalis and you're having some trouble. So I'm going to show you how you can approach Fatalis to get clears while breaking its head twice. The method may not be fast and you won't be looking flashy, but it'll get the job done consistently and without requiring any learning of special setups. So let's get into it. One of the first things that people will tell new players to do is run heavy artillery. I will save using siege weapons for another video, but if you plan on using the weapons, then I agree that heavy artillery level 2 is mandatory to maximize their effectiveness. When you go into the hunt, make sure you're adequately geared. In addition to your usual healing items, I recommend that you bring some of the items I list below. So smoke bombs, ivy, and smoke nuts. Smoke bombs can be used in a pinch to break line of sight of Fatalis, giving you time to deal damage, tenderize, sharpen, or even just give yourself some time to use a healing item. The other two items are crafting components to craft more smoke bombs. For an in-depth breakdown on how you can use smokes, please refer to my smoke bomb video. Another item that you might consider throwing into your inventory is the Farcaster. This item will be very good for you to swap mantles if you run out, or if you are in need of a restock in your inventory. Now that you are adequately prepared for the hunt, you will want to prepare a smoke bomb, so that you can tenderize Fatalis. After you place the smoke bomb, you will want to run out of it before clutching onto Fatalis. Otherwise, he will flinch backwards and you will waste the searching animation. Tenderizing Fatalis will be very useful, as you will see, to get additional part break damage, particularly on the head. Whenever Fatalis' head is not tenderized, I would use a smoke bomb to guarantee myself a decent window to tenderize its head. Once Fatalis lands, from standing position to its crouching position, you will have the opportunity to wallbang Fatalis. When a part is tenderized, the wallbang damage will go towards the tenderized part. This will be crucial to maximize head damage, as whenever you see Fatalis on all fours, and you see a yellow eye icon on the minimap, it means that he is ready for over 1000 free damage on the head. You can also take advantage of the smoke bomb in this case, to guarantee that you won't use any attacks as you grab onto his head for the wallbang. Despite all this, you may find yourself still struggling to hit that elusive head break, so I will go over the second part of how to maximize head damage for beginners. Fatalis has a slightly varied moveset depending on the range that you are engaging Fatalis. After Fatalis locks onto you as the target, he will choose an attack based on where you are in relation to him. When you are closer towards him, he will use attacks such as downspout, paw swipes, and lunging bites. When you are behind him, there is a chance for him to use the tail sweep attack. However, what we want to exploit are the attacks when you are considered far from Fatalis. More specifically, we want to bait Fatalis into using his large cone-shaped flamethrower. You can do this by standing just slightly out of reach of his paws, by moving around in a decent pace, and hitting sprint when you see Fatalis about to use an attack. You can avoid almost every single one without even rolling. Eventually, Fatalis will bend down and do the cone attack. When you see this, you will have the opportunity to sidestep it before approaching his head for a quick hit or two. The attack you use will vary depending on the weapon, but for my weapon that I demonstrate here, the greatsword, I often have enough to get 2 good swings on the head, with the second swing being fully charged. When you reach phase 3, the fight becomes much more intense, but if most of the damage was dealt to the head in the first 2 phases, then you are likely to have broken his head once. Stick to the hit and run playstyle, going in for a few swipes in his body or head before moving back out from his next attack. Committing to any attack at this point will be fatal for new players. One attack that Fatalis will use in phase 3 is the dreaded 360-degree flamethrower. This attack is much easier to deal with than most people think. When he places his head down towards one side, simply hug his chest on the other end, and keep hitting him as he slowly turns around. If you are still aiming to bait cones, it is important to note that he will finish his attack slightly faster, so you will need to adjust your attacks to accommodate this new pace. This is also a good time to use binders to guarantee yourself some extra time to damage the head. After a few minutes, you will also have access to the Dragonator. Using the Dragonator when Fatalis is centered between both spears will maximize the damage, as each spear does 5% of Fatalis' max HP. I messed up in this clip, but it's okay, as he was on one hit afterwards anyways. Like I said, this is not a strategy you would use to do fast Fatalis kills, but but it can be used to get more consistent Fatalis clears for new players looking to solo the fight, as they gradually learn more advanced strategies and can afford to be greedier with their playstyle. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if I missed anything. Thanks for watching.